I'm ready to leave 2021 in the dust, so I'm going to take my vision board down. I'm not going to use any pictures from it because I don't want any of the bad juju, but I am going to reuse the frame because I am cheap. The first thing I do is collect the pictures for my vision board. Some people use magazines, some people do theirs completely online. I do a combination of the two. I might look on Pinterest, or I might go to Pixabay or Pexels, which are websites that have Creative Commons use pictures that are free for use. I don't do like manifesting with my vision board. I've heard of some people holding the pictures and like visualizing their best life or whatever when they get them. I don't do that. I'm not manifesting shit with my vision board. What I want is just a reminder of the things I say I want and the feelings I hope to inspire, because I'm a very touchy-feely kind of person, not in an Uncle Pervy kind of way, but in a feelings way. Once I've found images that are working for me, I use like words that are part of my goals, like community or book club or something, right, to find the images I want. Once I've gotten them, I will save them to a folder on my desktop, because everything is on my desktop. It's a hot fucking mess. And just collect them all into one place. Now I'm going to open up Photoshop so I can print them. If you don't have Photoshop, I get it, it's expensive. You can use a free online source like Canva or PicMonkey to do the same thing. What I do is I just open up a letter-sized print document, and then I start dropping the pictures into it. I resize them to make them fit. The point is that I want as many to fit on one page as possible to save photo paper. However, I will have them different sizes. I don't go into this with any sort of plan as to what I want in terms of sizing, unless there's something specific. Like, I know I want this adulting situation to be big, so I make sure that it's big on there. But I'm just trying to fit as many pictures as I can into one document so that once it's full, I can print it using my photo printer. If you don't have a photo printer, you can save these and send them to somewhere like Walgreens or another place that still does photo printing. One other thing that I did that you can also do in whatever image processing program you have is to use a font to type up my word of the year and the year 2021 on like a colorful background or something. You can just letter them if you want to. You'd think I would be a lettering person, but I'm really fucking lazy, you guys, and it's my vacation when I'm filming this, so I'm gonna be lazy. But I want to print those out as well because I'm going to want them at the center of my vision board, so I'm gonna print those pretty big. I'm going to print these on photo paper. You don't have to. You can print them on regular paper as well, but I happen to have photo paper. The paper that I'm using is the 8.5 by 11 letter size, which is the size of the document I made in Photoshop. Again, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, and please do not judge my dirty ass printer. I'm a dirty ass motherfucker, and my printer just reflects that. So I'll print all of them out. I had to make a stop for ink while I was doing this because apparently, even though I print a lot of things, I never can keep a stock of ink in my drawer. It's always the one I don't need. Once I have all the pictures printed, I'll start cutting them out and getting rid of all of the extra scraps. Again, I'm not really thinking about placement on my vision board yet. I will likely cut some of these later depending on how I want them to fit, but for now I'm just trying to separate them all from each other on the photo paper so that I have a nice little stack of pictures to work with when I start putting my vision board together. I'm going to gather my supplies. I'm going to use a poster board from Michael's with the nice basic bitch wood background because I like it, and I like having a background in case it peeks through. The frame from 2020, hopefully no bad juju. I'm also going to grab a ruler just in case I need it, and 2 pairs of scissors, my big size for cutting big things and the little ones for kiss cutting. I'm also going to utilize some adhesives. I have a couple different ones here and a pencil. And then, of course, I'm going to need the pictures that I cut out, and I also grabbed some colorful cardstock just in case I need it. I didn't actually need it. Now, the first thing that I need to do is make sure that the poster board is the right size for the frame. So I'm taking the backing of the frame and kind of picking the best looking spot on the poster board, then flipping it over and tracing it with my pencil so that I can cut it out. I very rarely use pencil for a lot of things, but this is one of those times when it's actually worth it. Although I will say decorative scissors are nowhere near as comfortable as like nice Fiskars scissors, but my kids stole my Fiskars scissors and I don't know where they are. Once it's cut out, then I'm going to grab my pictures and the long process of arranging begins. My goal this year with the vision board was to kind of cover it almost entirely with pictures. Last year I put up some different words for different goals, but this year I'm just sort of creating a collage of all of the different things that I want. But what I did decide to do as I was arranging was kind of keep things sort of grouped together based on the areas of my goals that they were relevant to. So I had like the things about getting outside together, the stuff for my house or for my health together. I had a lot of stuff about sleep, which is what I'm focusing on in the first quarter. Also, for my business, I kind of broke it into two sort of areas, one having to do with like the creative and community side of things, and one having to do with the systematic situation. I'm losing my words, you guys. It's early and it's my vacation. Did I say that already? But yeah, so I just spent some time arranging them. And like I said, the thing I wanted specifically was my word of the year. And then I have a Care Bear and I have the care emoji because my word of the year is care. I wanted those in the center. So I wanted to make sure that they were centered and on top of everything else so that they popped forward. I also used my little scissors, the tiny ones, to kiss cut, which is when you cut kind of around things, for different pictures where I felt that either they needed to be trimmed or it would just look kind of cool, like the book club one, if it was trimmed around the edges of the book. This process took probably about half an hour or so of arranging and rearranging and arranging and rearranging. The key here is I did not start using adhesive to stick anything down until I really felt like I had an idea of what I wanted, and I worked section by section, because the last thing that you want is to glue a bunch of things down and then to go back in and be like, whoops, I totally fucked up, because then you're gonna have to yank it up. Although the bright side here is because most of the poster board is covered, if you fuck it up, it's easy to cover it up with a picture. Anyway, I'm just gonna add some music here so you can kind of watch the process as it happens. Now, as I was gluing things to this, one of the things I did was I kind of let some of them come off the edge of the poster board. So I grabbed my scissors and trimmed that down so it would fit inside of the frame. I was still feeling like it was missing something. So I grabbed one of my Cultivate What Matters sticker books and started throwing little flowers on it because I love flowers. Flowers just make me happy, and it added a little bit of color and a little bit of something more stylized to it. I also grabbed some of the quotes from the back that weren't super cheesy, toxic positive, ones that actually felt good for me, and put them on the little blank notebook that I had because that also felt like it needed something. And like I said, I was too lazy to do any lettering. Now, one thing that happened to me, and that might happen to you when you make your vision board, is that I had pictures that I thought I was going to use that I didn't wind up using. One was this laptop. It was a little too stylized for what I wanted. These cleaning supplies just didn't fit the vibe of my vision board. They kind of stood out too much. And this house picture basically just didn't fit. There's nothing wrong with that, so don't worry about it. The next thing to do is to put the picture in the frame. Just make sure to look at it before you close it into the frame to make sure it fits. Now, I hate these frames where you have to put the little thing down. It hurts my little fingers, and I'm really terrible at it. These frames irk the shit out of me, but once it's in, I don't touch it for a year. I didn't actually use my ruler for anything when it came to making the vision board, so I decided why not use it to press the little fuckers down, because at least then I would be saving my fingertips from a world of pain. And then all you need to do is hang it up, and there you go. You have your vision board. It's all beautiful and ready to go. I have areas on mine devoted to getting better sleep, to getting outside, to eating better food, my herb garden that I'd like to grow, organizing my house, working on my backyard, adulting, which means teaching my kids adulting too. The bottom half has to do basically with my personal like home goals, family goals, things like that. And the top half is more work related. So systems, in my goals, community, creativity, taking one step at a time, being more creative both with my art and also with the ways I do things. It's not about specifics. It's about the way I want to feel and the way I want to care for myself, my family, my home, and my community in 2021. And this is a reminder every day of the things that matter most to me.